Welcome back, guys. So to start off this look, we are going in with some of my favorite foundations, and these are from the drugstore. This is a L'Oreal Pro Matte and the L'Oreal Pro Glow. I'm mixing them together today because lately I've been liking a more dewy effect on my skin. So I did the Pro Matte first, and now I am going in with the Pro Glow. You can obviously see they are two different colors, but once we blend them together, they are going to be my perfect shade. To highlight today, we are going in with my favorite concealer of all time, and this is the Urban Decay Weightless Concealer. The reason I like this so much is because it's almost like a second layer of foundation on your skin. It is really silky, hydrating, but it still stays matte, and it just makes your skin look better always, regardless of what foundation you have underneath it. So I absolutely love it. As you can see, I'm bringing it really close to the bridge of my nose to do like a natural contour somewhat. So we're gonna actually make the nose look slimmer by putting the brighter shades on the side and leaving the shadow on top. So I'm just going to blend that out. I also prime my eyes this way too. To me, priming eyes is just like the easiest and quickest this way. I don't know why people use an additional product when I think concealer does a very good job in itself. So yeah, we are just going to blend this out and then moving on. To set my concealer, I'm going in with this really heavy duty powder from Dermablend. This is their loose translucent powder, and it is very drying and very brightening. You guys heard me talk about it in my July favorites. I absolutely love it. So I'm just going to go and do the whole center of my face pretty much. Then I'm going to powder the rest of my face with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder. Just a quick layer to make sure everything is set. To start off the eyes, we are going in with MAC Saddle. This is almost a light, like mid-tone brown. It is not really like a peachy transition shade. This guy goes on light, but you can definitely build him up, and that's what we are doing today. I'm just going to layer it in my crease with the Sigma E35, one of my all-time favorite blending brushes. And we are just going to go back and forth. I'm keeping it pretty low on the crease because this look is going to be very concentrated. It's not going to be that blown out. But once you layer the color, you can see the intensity of the pigment start to show up. Next, we are going in with MAC Swiss Chocolate, and you can't really see it there, but it has like a purple reddish tone to it, but it's still on the cool side. I'm taking that on a diffused crease brush from Sigma. It's a really tapered, kind of like a long brush that you can really build up color in the crease with. So I'm just going in and keeping that directly in the crease. As you can see, I'm not really like blending it out or swirling it into the transition shade. I'm really focusing on concentrating the color right in there to get the intensity that I want. So I'm just going to go back and forth, and then I will blend out with the original Sigma E35 to diffuse the colors together. For my lid, I'm going in with Makeup Geek Showtime Foiled Eyeshadow. It's a super pretty burgundy purple color, and I'm taking that on my finger. To me, this is just easiest. You get the most color payoff the fastest. You can go in with a 242, like a dense shader brush, for more like a proximity. No, for more control. Let's just say that. But I just go in with my finger, and then I'm just careful around the inner corners. Next, to deepen everything up, I'm going in with Makeup Geek Cherry Cola. It's a really beautiful reddish purple shade, and I'm taking that on a Sigma E25. It's another blending brush from Sigma, but this one's a lot more dense, so it doesn't spread out the color as much for you. It keeps it nice and concentrated, which is, like I said, what we wanted. Sometimes when you do a smoky eye, it just gets too blown out and too crazy, or at least when I do it, it just goes crazy sometimes. And these brushes really help me keep everything focused on where I want it. And then the only blending we do to try and diffuse everything is with that original E35. So I'll list the brushes I use down below because they are just like my go-tos, and then just like that, you have a smoky eye. You legit only need like 3 brushes. So I'm going to zoom you guys in so you can see what it looks like, and I'm just going to repeat this on the other eye. To provide some shadow to my face, I'm going in with this Rimmel Quad in 003 Golden Bronze, and I'm taking that contour shade down on the bottom, and it is absolutely perfect, you guys. I don't know how the drugstore came up with such a perfect contour shade, but this one just hits the spot. I also talked about this product in my July favorites. I've been using it ever since. I use it with my MAC small contour brush, and I just feel like it does a super good job. It's a little more on the cool side, but it actually does a good job at creating a lot of shadow for your face. It bronzes too, but it just doesn't get me as warm as I personally like to be when I do bronze. It's a lot cooler shade, which is why it's perfect for contouring. I'm also going to take the shade again on my NARS Ita brush and just provide a little definition. So I kind of just bronzed up my face with that contour shade, but now I'm going in there to really like make my cheekbones like Angelina Jolie, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm just going to blend that out, and I'm going to put a little bit on my nose just to make sure it doesn't get lost in the like center of my face. Just a little definition on the nose. For my lower lash line, I'm going to take a flat definer brush in Cherry Cola, which is the darkest color we use on top of the lid, and I'm just going to put that as close to my lower lash line as possible. To me, this is the easiest way to do it, is with a flat definer brush. So I'll go in there and I will place the color, and then I will just blend out. So I'm just going to apply some liquid liner, and then I am also applying a small coat of mascara on my top lashes, and then we are moving right along. So for me, with my eyes, I feel like I continue to work on them throughout my entire look. So I'm just going to go back with the same Cherry Cola and just continue to darken them, because once you blend them out, they lose a little bit of the intensity. I'm going to highlight my inner corner with MAC Nylon, which I feel like everyone personally needs. It's just a really intense, icy color. I won't even say it's gold because it's like pure icy shimmer. So I always highlight my inner corners and my brow bones with that, and it's just gorgeous. I'm going to do my eyes again, you guys. I'm not kidding. I really go back like the entire time and re-intensify my eye. I feel like your lower lash line is so important, and I feel like a lot of people skip on that. So just showing you guys, you just add some black underneath there, and then you have like instant definition. So just go ahead and do it, and then just blend it out with a lighter shade. Okay, I know it's a lot. It's worth it. I am also going to, because I want a really intense inner corner, I'm going to take Urban Decay Midnight Cowboy, which is like a beige liquid glitter, and then I'm going to add actual pigment on top, and this is MAC Whisper Pink Pigment. It's still available. I think I found it on Amazon last time. I'm going to warm up my complexion with this Makeup Forever bronzer. I will list the shade I use down below, but just provide me some warmth. You know, I like to be a little orange, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'll say. And then I'm going to go in with MAC Peaches, which is just a gorgeous orange blush. It looks super intimidating in the pan, you guys, because it's like electric orange. Like, how are you going to put this on your face? But it is just super flattering. It's one of my favorite blushes of all time. Next, I'm going to go in with a guy that I haven't used in quite a long time, and this is the beige, I believe, Shimmer Brick by Bobbi Brown. I think it's in the shade beige. I bought mine in Japan, so it has kanji on the back, but I believe it's beige. I'll double check, I'll leave it below. But yeah, I'm going to use that on a small tapered brush from Sigma, and we are just going to highlight the tops of our cheekbones, down the center of our nose, the cupid's bow, above the eyebrow, your collarbones, your ankles, anything you want to be popping, just go ahead, girl. Go ahead. I'm going to do a quick go over with MAC Peaches again, just to make sure our highlighter and our blush and our bronzer is pretty seamless. I always do this, and actually I've started only highlighting first and then doing blush after. Today I just did it both ways. But usually I do highlight first and then blush, and it's just super seamless and flawless and pretty. I am now going to tightline using the Ardency in Monster Black Gel Liner, which is a must-have, also in my July favorites. If you guys haven't watched that, I just feel like this whole look is like based on everything I mentioned pretty much. But yeah, it's just flawless. It stays all day. It's super black. It's really creamy. It's easy to apply. It doesn't hurt your eyes. It doesn't irritate your eyes. And it's really intense. So I love it. You need it like right now. For my nude lip today, I am going for a Your Lips But Better look, and I'm going to start that by outlining my lips with MAC Subculture. A quick thing I also want to mention, I feel like I don't have the perfect lip outline, so I do overdraw my lips to make them more even. And I'm just all for that, so if you want to overdraw your lips to make them more even or bigger, go for it. It's all a part of makeup. For my lips, I'm going in with this gorgeous color from Maybelline, and it is in the shade Nude Lust. To me, it's just like my perfect nude. It's a little bit on the peach side, but it's still nude and wearable. I just love it. And then I'm going to top that off with a gloss from Revlon in the shade Sandstorm. It's a really peach sparkly color. Okay, you guys, so that completes this tutorial. Please let me know if you like it and if you would wear it, and I look forward to seeing you on my next one. Bye!
That's the eyeliner I've ever applied in my life, to be quite honest.
That's enough for it.